Well, the People's Democratic Party is once again in turbulence at its national secretariat. Wadata Plaza remains sealed by the Nigerian police after violent clashes between two rival factions claiming control of the party. We have many questions regarding this, whether or not they are going to put their house in order, whether or not this shows Nigerians that they are ready to move forward. Is the FCT minister playing a pivotal role, and is he influencing these moves and actions? Let's get into the conversation with these two amazing gentlemen. We have Mr. Peter.
Thank you.
Feeling good today?
So lovely day.
Lovely day.
Yeah.
I wish I felt the same way. And PK.
But you look the same way.
Thank you. I don't look like how I feel. I really just want to eat. I could tell you exactly what I'm craving right now, but let me deal with Nigeria's problems first. Wadata's plaza has been closed. The police is right there, standing in front of it. First off, I want to know, PK, should it have even been closed in the first place?
No, not at all. It shouldn't have been closed at all. And I want to correct you on what you said. You can't have two factions. You can only have a faction by definition. And let me tell you something.
Yeah.
He said, a faction are divisive group or parties within a larger community. You see, because we must begin to get things right. We just use English or use words that we don't know where they come from. You can't say this faction, that faction. No. It's one faction. If you have a body, there's a faction in that body. That you can't say the main body is a faction. We have the main PDP recognized by INEC. It's on the portal of INEC. That's the main PDP. So I'm not a member of PDP. I'm not supporting anybody. But we must begin to get things right. Everything in Nigeria has become factionalized. No, it's wrong. Most of these are people that are causing issues all over the place. You just stand up today and say, I'm a faction of this studio. I don't have a right to be a faction of this studio. The studio is registered with CAC, is a company, it has board of directors. I may have my own, what I think is just within me. And from what we see here, they're a divisive body. You bring up a faction, we can bring up the same Wike faction. He has his chairman, he has his secretary, he has his BOT, he has his... Come on! They should be arrested, these people. So we now have seen being played all over the whole place. Faction. You cannot have a faction that the body recognize. No, it's a voice of dissent. And from what we heard, they are divisive and they also just want only their own stuff. So we should stop this thing. Well, there's no faction in. There are
not two factions. There's one PDP and there's one faction.
Exactly.
Now, Mr. Peter, how do you think that this should be handled? The situation with, the faction. Let's finish with the faction situation. How do you think it should be handled?
Like what Speaker tried to say is that in a house you can only have one leader, one recognized leader, and as a political party, we'll have one. And since INEC has recognized one, we have one. So there are people who just try to be divisive in nature. They try to cause issues. And I read something, I think from the publicity sector of PDP, that said very soon the office will be opened in coming weeks. Wike Camp said for them that they don't see it happening. See the way I stand.
The same Wike that has been expelled from the party.
Even the person that gave the statement has been expelled. Not even Wike, the person that made the statement.
That's but true.
Yeah, that he does not see this happening. And they give a condition. And the condition is laughable. What is the condition? Until these other factions, those other people they call faction, for them they believe that it took factions. That's what they wanted to have been issued. To create that impression in people's mind that PDP is divided into two. No, you have one PDP and one rebel group. The rebel group telling us that the only way there will be peace in PDP is for the main PDP to discountenance everything happening in Ibadan. To say what happened in Ibadan does not stand, is illegal. That is the only way they will have peace.
Is that not considered bullying?
Not I'm showing that they have no intention of PDP having peace. See, PDP is playing into their hands what they wanted. It's quite unfortunate that this group has state support. But if they don't have state support, I don't see the reason why the PDP Secretariat will be under lock and key. Because usually the authentic owner of the house have access to his house. Why would a rebel group determine to the authorities when to open my house for me? So what is happening is what the plan ab initio. What is it? They don't want PDP to have any candidate for the next coming election. And how would that happen? Make sure that this chaos remains. And they've written to INEC. INEC have told them, we do not recognize this body writing to us. The body that will know when they write will respond. They have shown that INEC has taken a stand, but why is Nigerian authority, why is police sealing PDP's office?
Now that has happened, and the Nigerian police, the other day we passed right in front of it, and we had to go one way, because now the blockade is not affecting only PDP members; it's also affecting residents of the FCT.
And people that do business
around the place. It's completely cut off, right? What can be done about it before we start to talk about the influence of the FCT?
Now, what can be done about it is very simple. The issues we have that are spiraling everywhere are how the government has mediated on this kind of issues. PDP is an entity and is a political party. It should be left to operate and function as a political party. The police knows what is right. The Wike faction wrote the INEC. And INEC said, we don't know you. If INEC, as the umpire, say we don't know you, the police who are under the law should take a cue. The Wike faction should not be allowed to go near the Secretariat. It's very simple.
How do they? I mean, the last time that they tried to do that was when we saw the very embarrassing situation where there were police officers on two sides of the gate and they were fighting each other and they got in. It was very chaotic. It looked like, secondary school, like, when SS3 is leaving and they've handed over to SS2 and there's a power tussle. That's what it looks like. It's just this time around there were big guns and older people involved in the drama. Again, I ask, what should be done since there is a stubbornness from the faction, the rebel faction, against doing what is right?
They should be arrested. See, these factions that are causing chaos, mayhem, catastrophe should be arrested by the state since they are not a recognized body.
So when you say by the state, you mean by who? Because the state you're talking about now, are you talking about the FCT? Because if that is what you're saying,
police,
the same police that they carry that used to block the road.
It's wrong. No, the truth is that we in Nigeria we know what is right, we know when to act right. What the police need to do, simply write INEC. And who is the authentic leadership of this party? That's what to do.
But has that not been implied already?
Police is claiming that they're ignorant. They don't know what's happening. They don't want to be biased.
On the safe side.
Right, and they will tell you. See, this rebel, I'll keep on in a rebel group. You say you obey Nigerian courts. You like things be settled out. You went to court, stopping the convention. PDP obeyed. They went to court. They got their own injunction. The last court judgment was on a Friday before that convention, which gives go ahead for that convention. If you have a problem, an issue with that convention, what do? Go and seek redress in court. Why taking the laws into your hands? Why taking talks to go and sit in somebody's house?
The first issue we even have, Wike went to court in trying to put Anyanwu as the secretary, and the court says party issues should be solved party way. There is an arbitral resolution mechanism within the party. It should solve issues. So as we know, and that case got to the Supreme Court, as we know, issues within the party should not be taken to court. So why does the Wike faction now have to go back to the same court? These are wrong precedent. The court that has already made a judgment, do you not want the court to revert itself on its case again? These are issues glaring before us. We should not do as if we are blind or we are deaf or we are not uneducated. We have a bunch of people that we think that we are loyal to this or we are loyal to that one. Look, this country doesn't belong to them. This country doesn't belong to the politicians. This country belongs to its citizens that voted these politicians, and we can still vote them out. And that's why we are saying, come 2027, any politician that has undermined the constitution should be voted out.
Are you sure they are aware that we can vote them in? Most of them, they actually arrive there with their vote. If they too believe in the electorate have power to bring in and remove them, they will listen to us.
So now this is where
they can buy a set true. So I'm very somewhere.
Okay.
These are people that wrote that somebody wrote that his signature was forged. He wrote police, he wrote DSS. He couldn't wait for the outcome of the investigation.
You went to court.
He had not even went to court. You had talks to access PDP Secretariat on your own. You are anointed a chairman. What they have already have a sitting chairman. So these people, they do not respect our institutions. They only say they respect it when it favors them. But I don't see any reason why Ayan couldn't wait to the outcome of his letter to DSS and police. Let me investigate what he said. He said his signature was forged. So you should have waited for it.
Well, while the PDP crisis remains very far from over, the two rival camps.
There are no rival camps. There's no rivalry here. There is an institute. You see, from the media, we need to start putting out the right language and the right word so that these people will hear. Because the media is complacent with this thing as well.
Which media?
The Nigerian media.
No, they bought through the media now. So
they can't buy through the media. If the media stands as an arbiter of democracy, they should stand on where it is and say it rightly as it is.
Okay. So, you say Nigeria.
Saying
of course I live in Nigeria. We need to tell the right narrative. Until we say the right narrative, these people will not hear.
Well, the two parties in this matter,
Better.
because I don't even know what language to use anymore, are still at loggerheads with each other. What will prevail? The people sit and we still wait to see. The PDP had better put their hand in.
I want to stop you for
No, unfortunately, we don't have the time.
You remember also in the Bible when there was the issue of a child, the mother of the child said, "No, this child shouldn't be caught. Better give it to her." The owner of PDP wants this place open. The other's fashion that doesn't want PDP says she should remain close.
But on this case, we are not going to say they should give the place to them. Because
then again, I mean, why are they there? At the end of the day, that means everything is a joke.
Exactly.
If they do that, they've made a mockery of the entire situation and everything. And we
know that the government of the day is behind.
So, in as much as it is party politics, and I was trying so hard not to put in personal opinion in this and just anchor it, but in as much as it is party politics, and whatever they do doesn't exactly translate. They don't owe us much at this point because it's still party politics. If they don't put their house in order, it will affect the average Nigerian in the street. Why? Because apart from the APC, I don't even think the APC has as much structure as the PDP does right now in the country. So it is very important that they put their house in order, because 2027 is not far anymore. We have a few more weeks till we get to 2026, and you know what happens from there head on. That's the much we're going to take on the program today. Make sure that you like, follow, continue the conversation in the comments. It's just the airtime that is done.